Hi guys, it's Gaynell. I'm coming again to you. So, you see shrimp drying. I'm about to put on my famous seasonings. Cheese and Morton Nature seasoning salt and pesto. So, that means I'm doing another friend's favorite. My friend Andrea's favorite. Creamy pesto shrimp linguine. So this is going to be videotaped now. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Let's flip this up. Hi guys, how are ya? So let's go ahead and season this and see what's going on. All right. So I already have my water over here. Oh, again, Philadelphia water, boiling or slowly boiling. And then I got a pan that's going to be doing the creamy pesto part. And then I have this other pan where everything will be incorporated into this pan. So I already have some butter that's going to be melted. I'm going to lightly season the shrimp. Does not need to be overly shrimped or overly seasoned. So got that done. And let's see, flip them over and whatnot. So this particular meal I used to make all the time, especially when I was in high school. Back then there was an actual company called Five Brothers that actually would do creamy pesto in a jar. And I happened to have shrimp one time, and I said, well, let me just put this creamy pesto with this shrimp, and it's been history ever since. So it's my favorite, and it's my best friend Andrea's favorite. I was trying to have my friend Nadia come tonight, but I'm starting pretty late, like usual sometimes. And she's like, oh, I'll come tomorrow. I had to tell her tomorrow's going to be a different kind of meal. And that tonight would have been the best time for her to come. So I got the shrimp all seasoned, and and the butter has melted, and we got everything going. The one thing I like to do when I cook, I like to have almost everything going at the same time because I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat. So I'm only going to just lightly, well, shrimp don't take nothing, so I'm going to put all of them in there. That's why I use this pan, because it's pretty much big, and I'm shocked that the cat is not saying anything because he has been screaming at me to cook. He has driven me crazy. So I used to back in the day, because I didn't know what I was doing half the time. Still don't. That's what I love about cooking. Throw all the shrimp at once and then cook them all tightly around each other. So that is not going to be done. So have those cook. And now the water is doing what I like it's doing. Boiling. I am going to go ahead and put half a box. I do not break these. I really could, but I don't do it no more. So that's going in there, fanned out. A little bit more. Linguine. It is. Looks like I'm going to use the whole box. The heck with it. The heck with it. Let's use the whole box. Let's just go for the goal. And I sound kind of flat today. because I probably just came right out of a conversation and started videotaping. And I need to get some tongs. I got my tongs. All right. So I can actually flip these over. Kinda feeling not melancholy, because I've been watching the most interesting things today. See, I first was watching, oh God, that smells so good. Oh, I forgot how good shrimp can smell when it's done nicely. Oh, yeah. See, flip you over. It now smells good because the cat is in here now. He is looking at me like, you're going to, I did promise him 2 shrimp. And he's actually probably reminding me to say, no, you told me 3. And I will definitely give it to him. He's a good cat. Since Nadia's not coming over, 3 missing shrimp is not going to kill it. So, flip them over. Smells so good. Smells so delightful. And now we can just suck you in. Suck the noodles in. Slowly going down, and then I can use that later. He is just talking up a storm, driving me crazy. So I got these shrimp last night. I was going to do this dish last night. Came in, got tired, was like, I'm not doing absolutely nothing. And literally fell asleep, got yelled at by the cat because I was not cooking it, and was like, right when I came in, I promised him, oh yes, because he could smell it, you know, he could smell the shrimp, raw, not raw, everything. He smelled it. He was like going bananas, going bonkers, and perfectly pink, beautiful, beautiful shrimp, very pretty, and he was going bananas with me. Pretty. So I end up getting that one. And now the last bunch. And get this started. So right after this, I'm going to actually put some vegetables into this pan. And it's kind of funny, I'm looking at my butter in the other pan, it's already melting, which is kind of cool. I might go ahead and start that pan up. And now we got all the shrimp now that's being cooked. Take this paper out the way. Yes, I know, you smell it. It smells divine. It smells great. Gonna start stirring up the linguine. Out! You got me screaming on the video. Out, Buster Brown. Out! Like I said in the other video, my first critic. He is definitely my first critic. So, waiting for this to get down in there. Get down. Thank God I used a fork because they're sticking together. I don't want you sticking. That's why back in the day I used to always put oil in it, but and they said that the oil actually affects the noodles, and then you don't get the actual flavors of the sauce and the stuff like that. Then I started paying attention, and I'm like, what's the truth? The sauce will not stick. It'll just slide right off, and it's just like spaghetti and sauce sitting on the sideline, and you want it to stick to the actual noodle. So that is changing up. Woo! Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and flip these shrimp and put the shrimp bowl far away from my cat. I mean, he doesn't jump or anything like that, but I don't underestimate animals at all. Smells still good. Smells so good. I forgot how yummy shrimp can smell. I forgot about that. I haven't made this dish in a long time. I think I tried to make it about, I tried to make this dish about, like 4 years ago with my mom. She was living here. Has it been that long? Oh my God, yeah. So back in 2018, and it didn't come out so good, and I was not so happy, and I just kind of like walked away from it. I was like, you know what? That was a bust. So when something's a bust, sometimes I usually just kind of let it go, and I'm like, I used to make that dish and walk away from it, that's it. But, and I started thinking, I was like, I'm, doing this show, I'm doing this cooking and everything, and I look at cooking shows like I lose my mind. Let's try it once more. Let's not be so afraid. So, I'm probably serious. That's what it is. I'm being really serious. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm like, what is going on with me? I'm being extremely serious, and that is not the way I cook. So, thank you. I feel like spirit guides upstairs were telling me, stop being so serious and stop overthinking. I've been overthinking it and everything. I hate when we do that. We tend to do that as humans. We'll just sit there and overthink things, and there's no need to overthink. It's like another YouTuber says, well, actually she stole it from a rap artist. Think hard but don't think long. And she ain't lying. So that's exactly. So now the thinking is over, and we're just going to go for it now. So this still needs to be cooked. Linguine is interesting because, like linguine, you don't want it to be too squishy and you don't want it to be too firm. You just want it right in the middle. I still like a dente. And I just got burned. Should have put on my apron, but I didn't. And this is done. So let's turn this down, because now I'm going to throw some more butter in, and I'm going to throw in the vegetables. They can be cooked. And the butter on the other side of that is getting down. This is like, I'm finding out, wow, this is not too bad. This is quick. This is quick and fast, which is awesome. So I think that's probably why I would make this dish. Because I am the type of person that likes things to be fast, easy, quick, still good, still nutritious. Still nutritionist. Oh, it's nutritional. Good Lord. Mercury retrograde is, I thought it was done. I thought it was over. Now, get this all good, and we're gonna actually put some seasonings on there. Get some scissors. And yeah, I'm feeling myself now. I'm finding myself back. Yay! I was getting a little nervous. I was like, why am I getting nervous? It's crazy. Here we go. Here we go. We got that going on. So this is stir-fried peppers and onions. And then also broccoli. It's very important. So definitely got to put the broccoli in. And I got broccoli florets. So, and it doesn't want to come out. Come on out. I'm going to use these whole bag. It's not that many. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of vegetables. Have a lot of it. Then it's looking like my linguine is looking pretty sassy. All right. So that comes. Let's see what's going on with you. Yep. Linguine is looking kind of good. Looking like they pulled apart a little bit. No, that's a lie. Did you see that? They were all stuck together. Let's see. Hot tamales. That is mint. No, it needs to be cooked a little more. Let's see. Let's get some. Yeah, it still needs to be cooked. Oh, come on now. It's yours if the price is right. So, cook this through. Put some seasonings lightly. Perfect. And actually throw them back in. Because you want the vegetables to actually taste like the shrimp too. Tastes good when it's like that. And now I'm just going to actually cover it. And I'm going to show you guys real quickly what it looks like. So, like, what in the heck did she just make? There you go, the shrimp and everything, the vegetables and the peppers and the onions. And then that's going to be the pan that I'm going to use to make the actual creamy pesto. All right. So let's see what it's tasting like. Let's cover this pan up. Time for steaming. Steam the vegetables. Quick. So get this together. Let's see. Cooked. It's cooked. Linguine is a finicky little thing. I you know, it's been a while since I did it. And usually, well, I haven't made this in a while, so that's why it's like usually. It's usually been spaghetti. Yes I am. I'm cooking. I'm making it good. This cat just figured that he gonna eat the whole thing like he gonna get himself a little dish. Pretty much will. Actually. Zeus Thompson? Please. My father gets very angry about that. He is a Thompson. Ongoing joke with my dad. He'll probably say, it's not a joke, I don't like it. What animal has to have the last name? Mine. Alright, so. Yes. put you in here. And then we're going to bring this pan over. The butter has melted. So, to make pesto, I did not go and make it. I'm going to use the pesto paste. And from what I was seeing last night, how to do it is to literally melt the butter, literally pour some heavy cream, have some cheese, which I have, which is so important. Smells now even more. Oh yeah, it smells so good. Broccoli to me makes everything good, and as well as peppers and onions. Just took this to a whole nother level, which is awesome. So I'm going to put this on low heat. Okay. Turn it down. Hopefully it will listen to me. Yes, it did. And then I am going to take the heavy cream that is brand new, so I gotta unlid it. And then I'm going to shake it up because heavy cream is extremely heavy. Extremely heavy. And then you are to stir to make sure that the butter is incorporated into the actual cream itself. I think I need a little bit more to match the butter. And keep stirring. Stir it until it actually, like she said, the butter needs to be incorporated. Don't let it boil. It's a lot of work to think about. You're like, how do I make sure that this doesn't boil? Hopefully it doesn't curdle. And have some cheese ready. I'm doing Parmesan. Then it's getting there. It's almost there. It's almost there. I'm thinking about even almost doing a whisk. But I think this is good. I think this is good enough. And didn't get that on. Okay, good. Zeus Thompson. They do not need to hear you cry. Everybody in America is hearing a cat crying, and you're licking your lips. I just looked down at him, and he's like licking his lips. I'm like, this is not even the shrimp, man. It's not even the shrimp. So we're gonna open up, if I can. Again, always with the stuff, can never open. Hold on. Yep, there we go. Thank you. So now we're gonna stir, keep stirring, and I'm gonna shake this cheese in. Shaking it, it's in there. Now I gotta wait for it to melt, stir it in to melt. Then that's when the pesto will come into play. give it this beautiful green, pine nutty flavor. And then I'm going to pour it over the shrimp and vegetables. And they look beautiful. Let's see. That's smelling really good. Yep, this is perfect. Oh. Yeah, this is good. That is so good. Alright, so. Don't want it to boil. There we go. We got it down some. The heat. And then I have to open this up. And let's go. Let's put the green in. That's my favorite part of this dish. Is, believe it or not, the pesto. Pesto is in. Let's see. It's starting to kind of spread itself. Yeah, here we go. I miss Five Brothers because then this would have been done. Five Brothers made it so much easier. They did. It was in a jar. I didn't have to make it myself. I gotta make it myself now. Oh, Fried Brothers. I cried when I walked in and they said at the market that they stopped making it, and I was like, wow. So, and I keep on going by it. I'm always like looking for it. I'm like, even years later, still looking for it. Like, did they do it? Maybe it was just that area didn't have it. Nope. And no other company even makes it. I'm like, I wonder why. And it's probably because, one, it's usually people make basil, you know, fresh pesto basil themselves. So that might be the reason why. Well, I don't have time for all that. And anyhow, I'm not going to do it no time soon like that. So, go ahead and pour the actual mixture into the shrimp and vegetables. And now we're going to let that be incorporated. Let the vegetables, everything, and the shrimp really take in this flavor, which is nice. And I'm going to let that actually sit for a bit in it. And also put a little more cheese in it. Never can have enough cheese. And that part is done, and I'm going to show you so you can see what it looks like. And it's going to be goodness, I'm going to call it. Cheesy goodness. And stir this together. And then I'm going to also throw in the noodles, because the noodles need to be thrown in there. And then not only that, the noodles will actually start to taste better, because it's going to take in the actual sauce and everything. And that's going to be just the rind. Let's break all these noodles up some. Start mixing it. Start getting it all in there. It smells really good. It smells so good. Continue like this. I'm just going to have to manhandle it like this. Need a little more pesto. Oh well. If it's on distress, I have a washing machine. Just wash it right out. This looks really, really good. There we go. There we go. I forgot about this dish. Not no more. Not no more. That's it. I'm not going to get crazy with the pesto and stuff. I gotta get crazy with the actual cheese. So, this is the full look. And that looks so good. And I'm going to have to let you guys go and say this is my shortest video that I've ever done, and probably was so quiet, so sorry, but I am really happy about this dish. I notice when I do a dish that I haven't done in a long time, or I haven't done at all, I get a little bit quiet, so forgive me. It's just me really paying attention. But if you watch a real chef, sometimes they're quiet too. It's just